Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm not going to give you a boring economics lecture. Instead, I want to tell you the real story of Daniel, a regular guy just like you and me, who is living through the formation of the 2027 housing bubble right now. I promise that by the end of his story, you'll understand exactly what's coming and, most importantly, what you need to do to protect yourself and even come out ahead. Daniel is 39 years old. He lives in a quiet suburb outside Orlando, Florida. He works as a maintenance technician at a manufacturing plant. He's married to Laura, and they have 2 kids, ages 8 and 11. Like most of us, Daniel always dreamed of giving his family a stable home they could call their own. In 2022, when interest rates were still very low after the pandemic, Daniel found a nice single-family home for $425,000. The bank approved his mortgage without much hassle. His credit score was solid at 720, and his monthly payment came out to about $1,650. Daniel and Laura were over the moon. He told me that the day they got the keys, they celebrated with pizza and ice cream for the kids. The children were jumping around the empty living room, already fighting over which bedroom would be theirs. Daniel stood in the backyard and thought, "Finally, I made it." All those years of hard work paid off. For the first couple of years, everything felt like a dream. Home prices kept climbing. Neighbors would say things like, "Your house is already worth $60,000 more." Daniel felt smart. He believed he had made the deal of a lifetime. But starting in 2024, problems began that no one had warned him about. Problems that are hitting millions of regular American families right now. One morning, the insurance renewal letter arrived. The homeowners insurance that used to cost $120 a month suddenly jumped to $340. It's because of higher hurricane risk and rising rebuild costs, the agent explained. 2 months later, his property taxes went up significantly, another $160 per month. Then the HOA decided to repaint the entire community and fix the sidewalks, an extra $95 monthly assessment. On top of that came something that affected every single person watching this video. The conflict in Iran drove oil prices way up. Gas prices in Florida shot up almost 35%. Filling up Daniel's truck, which he needed to drive to the plant every day, went from $65 to nearly $95 every time. Because everything is transported by truck, grocery prices exploded too. Laura would come home from the supermarket with the same weekly shopping list, but now it cost $110 more than before. Milk, eggs, meat, bread, everything got more expensive. Electricity and gas bills rose as well. Daniel told me that some nights he would stay up after the kids went to bed, staring at the kitchen table covered with bills. He said to me with a tired voice, "I'm working more hours than ever, but we're falling further behind every month. I feel like I'm failing my family." Laura started crying during one conversation because they had to cancel the kids' soccer registration and family trips to Disney that they used to enjoy. The children began asking why they couldn't go out for ice cream anymore, or why mom and dad seemed stressed all the time. That guilt and pressure, that feeling that no matter how hard you work, the ground is shifting under your feet, is exactly what so many families across the country are experiencing right now. Friend, pay close attention because this is the part almost no one explains clearly. Most people only look at the house price and their mortgage payment, but the hidden costs are destroying budgets everywhere. Back in 2020, the average homeowner paid around $400 a month in property taxes and insurance combined. Today, that number is closer to $600 or even $700 to $800 in many areas. When you add skyrocketing gas prices from the Iran situation, more expensive groceries, and higher utility bills, even a decent salary suddenly doesn't stretch far enough. Daniel started researching and discovered that the same thing is already happening in Canada. People with good, normal credit scores are falling behind on their mortgages not because they're irresponsible, but because these extra costs are crushing them. And experts are warning this wave is heading straight for the United States in a big way by 2027. Meanwhile, Daniel watched several of his friends start selling their homes in a panic. His buddy Mike had bought a similar house for $460,000 in 2021. Now he was trying to sell it for $415,000 and getting almost no offers. "There are just too many houses on the market," Mike told him. Prices that had been rising fast suddenly stalled and began to drop. That's when Daniel realized he was watching the exact same pattern that happened in 2008. Prices inflate because everyone is afraid of missing out. Banks lend too easily. Everyone feels rich on paper. Until the hidden costs and higher interest rates make payments impossible. Then people are forced to sell, supply floods the market, and prices crash. In 2025, Daniel's adjustable rate mortgage reset higher. His payment jumped another $210 per month. One night, after the kids were asleep, Daniel and Laura sat at the kitchen table with a calculator and a piece of paper. They both started crying when they realized that in less than 6 months they might not be able to keep the house. That was the moment Daniel decided he wasn't going to let fear control him. He started educating himself seriously. Friend, now comes the most valuable part of this entire video. Grab a pen or open your notes because I'm about to give you the 6 most important steps to make sure this crisis doesn't destroy you and actually positions you to build serious wealth while others are struggling. Daniel followed every single one of these, and today his stress levels are way down. First, never buy a property just because you think prices will keep going up. Daniel deeply regrets not thinking this way earlier. Only buy if the numbers work and it generates positive cash flow even if prices drop 20%. Second, build a big cash reserve. Daniel made it his mission to save enough for at least 12 months of expenses. He now has 18 months saved. The person with cash in the bank is the one who buys amazing deals when everyone else is selling in panic. Third, avoid adjustable rate mortgages at all costs. Even if a fixed rate looks a little higher today, the peace of mind and protection is worth it. Daniel is already in the process of refinancing to a fixed rate. Fourth, shift your focus from single-family homes to commercial real estate. Daniel sold a portion of his equity and used the money to buy a small industrial warehouse for $195,000. That property now brings him $1,350 per month in rent, and the tenant pays most of the taxes and insurance. Commercial properties like warehouses, self-storage, or medical offices give you much more stability. Fifth, always check the hidden costs in detail before buying anything. Get insurance quotes from 3 different companies and run 5-year projections on taxes and maintenance. Daniel now does this religiously. And sixth, be patient. The best opportunities and the lowest prices come after the bubble bursts, not before it. Daniel waited 6 months and bought his warehouse 18% cheaper than the original asking price. Today, Daniel sleeps much better at night. His commercial property generates positive cash flow every month. He has a strong financial cushion, and he knows that when prices correct in 2027, he'll be in a perfect position to buy even more income-producing real estate at bargain prices. Laura and the kids see a calmer, more confident dad. The fear of losing their home has been replaced by excitement about the future. And here's the good news for you. Yes, the next few years are going to be really tough for people who are unprepared. Many will feel that same knot in their stomach that Daniel felt. But those of us who save money, keep a clear head, and know exactly where to invest are going to come out much stronger on the other side. So tell me in the comments right now, are you ready? Type "I'm ready" or "not yet." I read every comment, and I want to know how many of you are going to take action after hearing Daniel's story. If this video opened your eyes and gave you hope, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly which types of commercial properties are the safest and most profitable to buy before the 2027 shift. Thank you for watching. Take care of your money, and I'll see you in the next video.